Hello to everyone at the Glenn and Carol Pearsall Adirondack Foundation. I just wanted to give you a quick update on Spotlight in terms of where we've been and where we're going, and thank you so much for your support. Here is what you all helped us accomplish recently. Fulton Friar's Closet was a spotlight that went beyond one TV segment. It became a half-hour Spotlight special. We had a main story about historical racial segregation at an Adirondacks music colony.
I was the only person on grounds that was in a separate room.
We followed that story up with 2 additional segments showing where Fulton's building came from, Siegel Music Colony, and where it's situated now, educating people in a museum setting at the Adirondack Experience. That's a half-hour of Spotlight, and now the Adirondack Experience is asking for our footage to be included as part of the permanent exhibition. That's an honor for all of us. And the story was seen in Albany and the Southern Adirondacks as well, because WMHT PBS in Albany aired our Spotlight Fulton Friar story. WMHT also ran our Francois Escamel story. And before I forget, in Montreal beginning next month, Spotlight and the Pearsall Foundation will be projected larger than life on the wall of artist Francois Escamel's art exhibition for 3 months in an internationally renowned art gallery. Now, this is one thing we try to do with Spotlight. We celebrate the arts and history in the segment, but we also want to be looking beyond our television viewing audience. We want to spread the word and promote Adirondacks culture and tourism in Albany, in Montreal, on many online platforms, in a museum setting, in a gallery, and in some cases, we're thrilled to spread the word on a national scale. That's what happened when I spoke with Dean Butler, who played Laura Ingalls Wilder's husband on Little House on the Prairie. What was his name?
Almanzo. I caught me.
He gave us an exclusive interview about the need to preserve the historic Wilder homestead in Malone, New York. The story attracted the attention of some producers in New York City who used its footage in a national program this fall, celebrating great books and the towns that inspire them, putting Malone once again on the national map of people who make pilgrimages to literary locations. This special program is part of the PBS National Great American Read campaign. And we're tying Spotlight segments into our Great American Read campaign. The Leaves Torn Asunder interview became a TV interstitial running between programs on the air. The interview was also repeated on Mountain Lake Journal, where I used the book to tell our audience that one thing I enjoy during the warm weather is reading a good book outdoors. Author Glenn Pearsall of North Creek has written a work of historical fiction, one that explores the Civil War that ripped through our country and how its destructive forces affected lives in the Adirondack region. That's another thing we're doing with these segments. Once they've aired, we don't just want them sitting on a disc collecting dust. We're always thinking about, how can we reuse this segment? How can we find a new audience for it? And with help from your funding, we got to conduct new author interviews featuring North Country authors Bethany Morrow and Kate Messner. And in the next few months, I'll interview author Russell Banks, who lives in Keene, for the 20th anniversary of his novel about John Brown's family, Cloudsplitter. So what else is ahead? Broadway actress Elisa Ensley coaches kids in Jay, New York to stage a major production for that community. And how about this? History meets the Adirondacks meets opera. In a first for Spotlight, we'll present a series of stories chronicling the creation of an Adirondack folk opera about the Timbuktu Initiative of the 1840s in North Elba. They're not ready for costumes yet, but when they put them on, we'll be there. And we'll continue to be there, telling stories of creative people doing amazing work. Thank you so much for your help and support. You help make some really wonderful things happen in the Adirondacks and for the Adirondacks. We are so very grateful and proud of our partnership with everyone at the Glenn and Carol Pearsall Adirondack Foundation.